Hi everyone, Leah D'Souza here, and wherever you are in the world, a huge hello for you and from Trinidad, where I am currently based. Today, we're all about, of course, as always, tips and tools for real life entrepreneurs and leaders from a real life entrepreneur and leader. So today's video is actually based on a real life scenario. So it was a real life inspiration. In October, I ran my first 5K. I didn't train for the race. I am not training to be a runner, but I did it, and I did it in 33 minutes, which I think was pretty good. Now, the thing is, I wasn't scared to enter the race because I do work out on average 4 times a week. So my mind and my body was mentally prepared for at least a run jog of about 45 minutes. Okay, so at this point, I know some of you are like, okay, Leah, we get it. You're fit and you were able to run a 5K. Now get to the $500 K part. And that's just the thing. Everybody today wants to jump to the end. Everybody wants a fast fix to the biggest bottom line. Everybody wants a hack for everything. We want to read book summaries instead of reading the actual book. We want instant everything, from instant oatmeal to an instant thriving business. And you can hack some things, and I've seen people do it. You can buy a camera and become a photographer. You can buy a stack of makeup brushes and makeup and become a makeup artist. You can watch other people online and see what they're doing and then just regurgitate it in your own website or video channel. You can do all those things. But at the end of the day, the truth is always in the pudding. What does that mean? Lots of people started the race with me, and they bolted out. A lot of people bolted out of the start line when I ran that race. And they were hot and heavy, but in truth, they didn't finish in 33 minutes because they didn't put in the time before, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I get good intentions, positive thinking, dreaming big, sending things out to the universe. Well, actually, I have a problem with some of these, but I'll do a whole other video on that. But really and truly, it's only results that count in the end. And if you don't master the me, that's my term for mastering your mindset and energy. So if you don't master the me, M-E, you really won't be in it for the long haul and you won't get results. It's really that simple. You can have the best machines, the best employees, the best website, the best social media pages, and they will give you a great start. Don't get me wrong, you're going to look good, but they're not going to get you to 500K and over. And I'm proud to say that I've experienced that. I've been a consultant for 15 years now, working with leaders, entrepreneurs, companies. So I know what it takes. I know what it takes to, put in the long haul. And I've helped clients do this as well. But the truth is, before I focused on the money, I had to make really powerful shifts in my mindset and my energy. And, I've put in the entrepreneurial blood, sweat, and tears, so I know what it takes to win in business and life. That's really why I'm here today, right? Sharing all that with you. And the truth is, I know that I have to constantly work on my mental strength. I actually call that my superpower. So that is my edge, the mental strength, what it takes day in and day out to do this as an entrepreneur, not as a side hustle. So this is 15 years of really working it on the front line, what it takes. And let me clarify. There are 5 things I think that really could help you, and these are things you can start working on right away that will help you get to 500K and over. And they're the same principles that I've applied, really working, whether it was working on my race or working on my business. And I'm going to share those with you today. Okay, but let me just give a little bit more insight into why mindset and energy is so important. You see, I call this being a business driver. So as a business driver, It's you are at the center of your business. And if you're in a company as a leader, you're the center of your team. You are the source of energy. You're the source of direction. You're the source of engagement. It really comes from you, right? Yeah, you should feel a little pressure because there is pressure on you. That's why you're in that amazing position. You create the environment for your employees. You create the environment for your customers. I'm not saying you have to do the work, but that energy, direction, it really comes from you. And if you don't have that energy, mindset, focus, discipline every single day, if you're not working on that, how can you expect the people around you to feel what you want them to feel? How can you expect your employees to be motivated if you're not working on it constantly? How can you expect your customers to have this amazing customer experience if you don't have the mindset and energy to have that every day and then to transmit it to your employees so that they can now do it and in turn give a great customer experience to your customers? And the truth is, you're also thinking about how can I also carry out these things in my personal life. So it's not just about the workplace. This mindset and energy, you want this happening in all areas of your life. And why is it so important? There are a lot of studies coming out finally that are showing that entrepreneurs suffer from mental health issues, and this is serious stuff. So I'm just going to fact check right here. So the University of San Francisco did a study, and they found that 49% of entrepreneurs in their study suffer from at least one form of mental health condition in their lifetime. And these included ADHD, bipolar disorder, and other addictive disorders. And the truth is, they've seen other things happen. So startup founders, in fact, are twice as likely to suffer from depression, 6 times more likely to suffer from ADHD, 3 times more likely to suffer from substance abuse. You see where I'm going with this? Twice as likely to have suicidal thoughts. What does this stem from? It's the mental strength. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize this was going to be like a heavy talk today. Well, this is the foundation. Your mental strength is the foundation of your business, of your career. And really and truly, this is why for me, mastering the me, as I call it, is the foundation of all my programs, because I'm not going to work with somebody. I'm not going to ensure that they can do, all the things that they want to do as leaders, communication, employee engagement, all that good stuff, when I don't really know what's the foundation, what's happening up here, what's happening with their habits. I don't know. So I need to work on them first with that. And so here, as I promised you, here are 5 things that you can start on ASAP if you really want to start working on the mindset that is going to get you earning over 500,000, whether that's one target, whether that's for a year or over several years. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is actually do a mental audit, So you're like, check in what's happening up here. So in my programs, I do a mindset and energy audit, and I look at different critical areas that support mental strength, because that's what I want. I want to help people build that mental strength first before I actually teach them all the tips and tools for, having a successful business, being a successful leader. So that's the first thing. Now, you at home can do a quick version of this, and what you can do is list out all the areas in your life and in your business that need improvement. And these are areas that would actually, if they were working well, would have a positive impact in your business and life. So, you can just quickly list out, where am I? I'm not doing so well. What are the things that are actually going to add to my mental strength? And there's a lot of introspection involved in here. Because you have to really look at what will make you mentally strong, not other people or what other people would make them strong. What would you make strong? I think it's also really good when you're doing your mental audit to list out as well areas where you are doing well in, because you need to pat yourself on the back and feel good about that. And you also don't want to invest too much time in that area, because obviously it's something that you're good in, right? Okay, Second thing is you need to start moving. Now, I don't like to use the word exercise because I find exercise conjures up for people one form of workout, or that one form of workout that they once tried and it didn't work out, or that one form of workout that everybody else is doing but they don't like. You need to move. You know, the science is out there. It's good for you. Moving is good for you. It gets the good neurotransmitters moving. You feel good about yourself. Everything is functioning. It's just good for you. Now, the thing is, I don't have a gym body. I work out. I don't have a gym body. I'm not shredded or cut. And the truth is, being physically active has nothing to do with how you look. I mean, truth be told, I mean, if you do it enough, eventually you're going to get some benefits on the, the superficial level, of course, but it's not about how your body looks. I'm going to quote. So if we're going back to mental strength, there was an article in Psychology Today that stated where they found that 3 or more sessions per week of aerobic activity, aerobic exercise, can actually help with depression. So depression is mental illness or mental weakness. We want to work on that. We want to raise up your mental strength. And personally, I have never had a study done on me, but I have been consistently moving from about the age of 17. So even though I've never been an athlete, if I compare my lifestyle to other people who constantly drop, they start something, they stop something, I've sort of kept even keel. And, my belief is that really has helped with my mental strength. Okay, so that's it. So start moving, and I'm going to give you some tips there. I know a lot of people are going to immediately, this little voice that holds them back and pop up and say, I don't have time, or I don't have money. YouTube, you're on YouTube. You can just Google something free. You can do 15 minutes. End of story. Yeah, I'm not soft love, I'm tough love. So 15 minutes, you can do it. YouTube it, end of story. Okay. The third thing is something that I resisted for a long time. And it's really and truly, every time people would tell me I need to do this, I would be like, oh my goodness, no way. And it's meditation. So what's my meditation story? So don't roll your eyes and keep watching. Hold on. So for a long time, I thought, oh my goodness, that is way too slow for my temperament. I'm going to be honest. I thought I don't want to slow down that much when I have time for me time. And my me time, I either, if I want real still time, it would be like reading, or usually, if not, I want to be moving. And I'd be like, meditation, I'm not sure about the chanting, all of that stuff. I'd done 1 or 2 classes, and I was like, that is not for me. And true story, I am a spinal surgery survivor, and I do have to go for therapy. So my massage therapist, she would often be like, Leah, you need to think about meditating. And, I guess she's feeling whatever I'm going through. And after hearing this a few times, I decided to try it. And I can only say that it is one of those things, until you try it, or when you try it, you're going to realize, like, wow, it is an absolute game changer. Now when I see super successful people talking about how they meditate every day, I am not surprised. Again, you need to find what works for you. So I tried different apps, some free stuff on YouTube, and you will eventually get it. So just like with moving, the same thing with meditating. Try out different forms of meditation until you find one that resonates with you. It is life-changing. Okay, so moving on to number 4, and this is where the work starts to get, it starts to get a little harder now. I mean, after all, it's not going to be easy to be a leader. And number 4 is all about get really comfortable saying no. This is one, number 4, this is one. This is perhaps one of the most powerful tools for leaders, and it's probably one of the hardest one for your inner circle to understand. So they're not going to really get, why don't you want to come out sometimes? Why do you need so much time for yourself? It is about saying no. So being super successful is not, it's not just about doing a lot, it's and saying yes and then doing plenty of things. It's actually a lot of no in it. And here's why. We are all in some form of routine, but there are bits and pieces of my routine that are not serving my goals. If I analyze my day, my week, there are bits and pieces that are not serving my goals. They might be serving me somehow, but not my goals. And I've done this with clients where we map out their calendars in detail, and then you realize there are bits and pieces you either have to reduce or say no to. So when I work with my clients, I go into that detail. Some things are outright no, and then there are some things that maybe you can reduce. I'll give an example. So for me, a no for me is if I am writing a blog, an article, if I'm making a video like this, absolutely no notifications. I don't know what's happening in the world right now. It's true. I don't know. Maybe my mom just sent me a text. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. That's good. So right now I'm in a zone. Somebody once said maybe I'm in a bubble. I think they meant it in a bad way. But you need to be in that bubble, to be in your zone, to be super focused, to pump out really good work. So either say no to some things or reduce, but you need to get accustomed to that. If not, really and truly, you're not going to reach your goals. It's just not going to happen. So look into that. And my last one is perhaps one of the hardest things for any leader to do, especially the entrepreneur. So I have a business. My first business is 15 years old, really proud about that. And during that 15-year period, I've also opened and closed other businesses. So I know what it takes when you are launching a business or when you are in your early years. You're so focused on being this face. Everything's good. Everything's going great. My world is perfect. Buy from me, right? So the last thing you want to show to the world is any vulnerability, that things are not going that well, or that you need help. Oh my goodness, it's like, I'm the leader. I'm supposed to have the answer to everything, and I'm supposed to fix everything. That is so false. And I can say that now, today I can easily ask for help. I can easily be a lot more vulnerable because you just know it's not working for you. So asking for help, figuring out where you need help, and asking for help is super important. And I often say to people, it's okay to get a coach. Roger Federer has a coach. Roger Federer is like the top male tennis player, and he has a coach. So you think about that for a minute. He still needs some help. I'm sure he doesn't need help with every part of his game, but I know he's figured out which parts of his game are not on, and he needs help in those areas. So ask for help. So if we just want to recap everyone, what I think are the 5 key areas to really build a growth mindset that is going to be the foundation for all your work as an entrepreneur and a leader. So number 1, do a mental audit. I call it a mind and energy audit, a me audit that I do with my clients, but you can do a quick one for yourself. Number 2, start moving. Like today, no excuses. Yeah, no excuses on that one. The third one you want to do is meditate. So again, research different forms of meditation, try them out, meditate. Number 4, get comfortable saying no. No, that's it. No or reduce. And 5, ask for help. Everybody, your foundation, your mindset is everything. That's where it's at for you. So again, you can be hot out of the race, as I saw many people were in that 5K, but the habits that you build as a leader, that is what is going to help you win in the long haul. Mastering the me, mastering your mindset and energy is truly the superpower of leaders. That's why they can go on and do other things, and that's why they can succeed in different areas of their life. If you'd like to learn more about how I do this with my clients on a one-on-one basis so that they can really, in 90 days, build these strong habits to set them up for success in their business and in their life, you please drop me a line, visit my website and connect with me. I'd love to have a chat with you. Strategy calls with me are completely free, so why not? I'd love to hear from you, everyone, and thanks again. Please leave comments, let me know what you think, and as always, have a positive and productive day. Coming from Leah D'Souza. Thank you so much. Have a good one, guys. Bye.